let's take a minute and talk about fractions. And it's customary to talk about pies. I'm going to decide that this was a pizza pie. Pizza. And it's a whole pizza pie. You can see this pie has not even been cut. It's right out of the oven. Okay. So now let's look at another pie. This pie also is still a complete pie. Nobody has eaten any, but it's been cut down the middle. So now it's still a whole pie. It's still one pie, one pizza pie, but it's been cut down the middle into two pieces. And this is a fraction, and the fraction represents the pie. And the way I want you to look at a fraction, the bottom number always tells us how many pieces are supposed to be in something. So in this case, there's supposed to be two huge pieces. And then the top number tells us how many pieces are actually there. And both pieces are still there. And so it's two pieces over two. In math, we would say that this equals 1 because they're the same number. The same number, that means 1. So it could be, and it is, it's one complete pizza. Okay, so let's look at another pizza. So don't worry about what I've written here. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. You can see that there are two pizzas here. And what has happened? They're supposed to be round. This one's not exactly round. What's happened is people have come along and they've eaten half of each pizza. Somebody was really hungry and ate an entire half a pizza there and a half a pizza here. They've eaten. So now each pizza originally started with two pieces. Let's look at this pie here. This pizza started with two pieces, so the bottom number shows the supposed to be, remember, the number of pieces that are supposed to be there. The top number shows the number of pieces that are actually there. So there's really only one large half a piece left of this pizza. The same on this one. There's another half. And we represent the half of pizza that remains. We write it as, symbolically, we write it as one piece over two pieces, because there's supposed to be two pieces. And we call 1 over 2, we call that a half. So we've got one half of pizza, and a second one that's also half a pizza. Now, let's say we don't want somebody to know that we've eaten all this pizza. So what we do is we take this half and put it on a pan, and this half and put it on a pan, and take those pans away. So now we have one whole pizza again. Look, we have. And the pizza is represented here. What we did was we added this half a pizza, so we've got a plus sign. We took this half a pizza, we added this half a pizza, and we made another whole pizza out of it. And we represent it as 2, this pizza we represent as 2 over 2. That means there's supposed to be 2 big pieces, and there are 2 big pieces. But we can also just say it's one whole pizza. So 2 over 2 is the same as 1, because both pieces are there. So and notice when we do an addition, when we added 2 fractions together, we had a 1/2 plus 1/2. When we did the addition, notice that if you go across, the 2 did not change. The supposed to be 2, we didn't add the 2's. The final answer has a 2 in it. So the denominator, they call that the denominator, the bottom number. You can think of the word denominator and remember that it starts with D for down. So the one that's down under, the denominator, does not change when you add fractions. So we added 1/2 plus 1/2. On the top we added 1 plus 1 and we got 2. So now 2 over 2 equals 1 whole pizza. So that's the main thing about addition. Notice that when you add fractions, for one thing, that bottom number has to be the same on both fractions. And then the bottom number does not change. Only the top number changes. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, now, former President Obama and Michelle Obama, they went to a party where there was pie. They were both kind of hungry. One of President Obama saw that one pie was cut into 4 pieces, and he ate an entire piece. So there were 4 pieces, so there's a 4 on the bottom. The amount he ate was 1 over 4, what we would call 1/4. Now, Michelle Obama, she was hungry, but she was trying to resist all the calories maybe. And so she ate, this pie was cut into 8 pieces. So the supposed to be number is 8. There's supposed to be 8 pieces here. Now she ate 2 pieces. She ate 1 and then she decided she wanted a second one. So she ate 2 pieces of the 8. Of the 8-piece pie, she ate 2. This is what I want you to notice. Look at both pies and you'll see something. I want you to see that these 2/8 equal 1/4. That's the same amount of pie. They both ate the same amount of pie. The pies were just cut differently. These are what's called equivalent fractions, meaning they look different but they represent the same amount of stuff. In this case, the same amount of pie. 1/4 of a pie is the same amount of pie as 2/8 of a pie. And so down here I've written 1/4 is equal to 2/8. They're called equivalent fractions.